I've leased the house.
It's the only way I can meet the taxes. I'm doing it for you. If they seize the property, they'll tear the house down. The bottom's dropped out of the real estate market. I was lucky that I was able to work out the entire transaction by mail. Mrs. Muir of Philadelphia, a widow, with a housekeeper and 2 small children. No. What's the glasses?
This is even more charming than I imagined. Gull Cottage.
Now that we know where the gulls live, where do we stay?
I've never seen a house like this before.
Nobody ever seen a house like this before.
Where's the beach? Can we go to the beach?
Later, honey.
I'm gonna build a sandcastle.
Make it 3 bedrooms and we'll move in.
Oh, this is exactly what I had in mind. It's a dear, gentle, lovely little house.
Mrs. Muir. Mrs. Muir. Mrs. Muir. Oh, I'm Claymore Craig, your real estate agent.
How do you do? We love the house.
Oh, here's your check back.
What a wonderful housewarming gift. Take it.
Mr. Craig, I don't understand.
Well, I've taken the house off the market. There's no deal.
You have a better offer?
Oh, no, that isn't it at all, Mrs. Muir.
Well, I can't pay any more, and besides that, I have signed a lease.
But I simply cannot let you move into this house.
But why?
Well, for one thing, it's terribly isolated.
Well, that's perfect. I'm a writer.
No, but it wouldn't be safe for 2 women and 2 small children.
We have a dog.
Really, Mrs. Muir, you won't be happy here. The house is in very bad repair.
Oh, Martha, look. It's enchanting.
It is?
Well, I must admit it's musty and gloomy.
Oh, we'll simply open the windows and air it out.
No, don't do that.
Why not?
Winds blow here all the time.
Well, that's the way to get rid of the mustiness.
Over 100 miles an hour.
That's the way to get rid of the house.
Let's look in the kitchen. What a wonderful kitchen.
If you happen to be a pilgrim.
Nothing works. Nothing works.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Come on, Scruffy. Come on. Come on. He hates the house, Mom.
Don't be a snob, Scruffy.
Scruffy.
Well, if the dog isn't going to be happy here, Mrs. Muir, I don't see...
You'll get used to it. Come on, Kitty. magnificent man.
Who is it?
The original owner of Gull Cottage, my great-uncle, Captain Daniel Gregg.
He's very handsome.
Handsome is as handsome does, Mrs. Muir.
I'm sure Captain Gregg did very handsomely.
Maybe he'd like some fresh air.
Look, a window seat. I love this house.
I'm gonna paint these walls sea green. What do you think of him, Jonathan?
I don't think he likes us.
He's not alive anymore, darling. He died before any of us were born.
I know. He told me.
What?
He likes to pretend.
The captain said he wants to see the blasted house ship shape and Bristol fashion.
Listen to him. He's been here 10 minutes and already he's an old salt. Jonathan?
What was that?
The wind in the old chimneys. It'll keep you up all night, the noises.
Well, that'll be a welcome change from the city noises. Let's go upstairs.
Well, no, there's really nothing to see, Mrs. Muir. This part of the house should have been condemned years ago. These stairs are unbearable.
It'll keep us all in shape. What a charming room for the children. Oh, it's lovely. Was it originally the nursery?
Oh, no, hardly. Captain Gregg was a bachelor.
What a waste.
Wait a minute. That was the captain's cabin.
Well, it can be my bedroom. It's handy to the children. Oh, what a marvelous room.
Mrs. Muir, there have been disturbances here.
Disturbances?
And noises.
Oh, every old house has noises.
And happenings that can't be explained.
Now, you mustn't let your imagination run away with you. Does the telescope go with the house?
Oh, yes, it stood right where it is over 100 years. I wouldn't touch that if I were you.
There's not a speck of dust. Somebody's polished that.
Cancel the lease! Cancel the lease!
Mr. Gregg! Mr. Gregg!
Mr. Gregg! Are you all right? Is he... Come on. Are you all right? There. Come...
Did you hear him laugh?
That's wind in the chimney.
It's not wind in the chimney. It's him in the chimney.
Who him?
Captain Gregg.
Mr. Gregg,
Mrs. Muir, you haven't a moment to lose. Get the children and leave.
we are not leaving.
This house is haunted.
Gregg!
What's the matter with him?
Now, come on. Let's get organized. I'm going to call the hardware store and tell them to send up a painter. Martha, you go in the kitchen, see what you can do there. Candy and Jonathan, start unpacking. All hands, turn to. Scruffy. Come on.
Mrs. Muir? Mrs. Muir?
Hi.
I'm Peavy, the painter. Painter Peavy.
I've been waiting for you, Mr. Painter.
Peavy.
Peavy.
The price is $1.75 an hour. Is the work inside or outside?
It's inside.
Sorry, ma'am. I only work outside at Gull Cottage.
Oh, Mr. Peavy, you don't believe in ghosts, do you?
Might. Then again, might not.
How about $2 an hour?
Mighty funny sounds come out of that house.
$2.25?
Fellow once saw a bat come out of the chimney.
$2.50?
Man would be a fool to listen to them old wives' tales.
Last of the Yankee Clippers.
You going fish paying today?
Might. Then again, might not. Like the color, son?
I like it, but he won't.
Don't believe in ghosts, do you?
Might, then again might not.
That old sea dog don't scare me none.
Good night, sweet pie. Boy, you'll both sleep well tonight. You've had a big, big day. Good night, sweetie.
It's Captain Greg! It's Captain Greg!
No, it's a power failure, dear. You have to expect things like this in an old house. That's why I put candles all around.
Captain Greg hates electric light. How do you know? He told me. Mommy is trying to scare me. Make him stop.
Stop trying to scare your sister.
I'm sorry. Good night, Candy. Good night, Jonathan. Good night, Mom.
Good night, Jonathan.
Good night, Captain Greg. Mommy, he's doing it again.
Jonathan, stop it.
Don't tell me, tell him.
All right, I want you both to go to sleep. And you too, Captain Greg. I know you're there. Stop acting like an adolescent. If you've got something to say, say it. Well, if there's anything I hate, it's a cowardly ghost.
Light the candle. Light it.
Captain Greg?
Madam, you called me cowardly. It was not only rude, it was inaccurate.
Well,
I may have been a scoundrel, but I was never a coward.
Your nephew, Claymore Gregg, said you were here, but...
That miserable wart? That spineless toad? Related to me? Never! I'm an only son of an only son. I never met Claymore Gregg's grandmother in my life. I've been trying to tell him that for years, but every time he sees me, he faints. I'll say this much for you. You haven't fainted.
Disappointed?
Now, don't go too far. I've been easy on you. That is because you said one or two intelligent things since you've been here. Damned unusual thing for one of your sex.
I take it you don't like women.
Well, it's impossible to like women. Love them, yes. Like them, no.
You must have been a very aggravating man.
Perhaps to women. I was never tied to an apron string or put by the fireplace like a pet poodle. Though, of course, many tried.
I suppose you had a girl in every port?
10, 20, half 100 if I wanted.
What happened? Were you murdered by a jealous husband?
No, I kicked the blasted gas heater on with my blasted foot. There was a southwest gale blowing. I had to close my bedroom windows. The coroner's jury brought in a verdict of suicide because my confounded cleaning woman testified that I always slept with my windows open. How would she know how I slept? She was 110 with a wart on her nose.
Please don't yell.
Oh, the children can't hear me.
Now that we've moved in, I hope you'll be kind enough to do your haunting elsewhere.
Elsewhere? You do your living elsewhere. I've spent my life savings on this house. I meant it to be a home for retired seamen.
Well, then you should have put that in your will.
I didn't leave a will.
Why not?
Because I didn't mean to kick the blasted heater with my blasted foot.
Well, it's not my fault that you kicked the blasted heater with your blasted foot.
Blast is not a lady's word.
Blast! 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 We can't leave. We've spent all our savings to move here.
Ah, look here. Here, belay that. Don't cry.
This is ridiculous. There's no such thing as a ghost.
I never could stand to see a woman cry.
The minute I saw this house, I seemed to belong here. It was though it were welcoming me, asking me to rescue it from being empty.
Very well. You love the house. That counts for you. And you have spunk. That counts for you, too. You can stay. On trial.
Thank you. When can you pack?
Pack? Me?
Well, we can't all live here as one big happy family. Either you go or we go.
You're not turning me out on the beach. I said you could stay. I'm being reasonable and fair. You are being unreasonable and unfair. Women never change. The smartest thing I ever did was to remain a bachelor. Goodbye, Mrs. Muir.
Captain Gregg, don't you dare disappear like that. All right. If that's your final word, we'll start packing immediately. Ugh.
I really hate to leave this house.
There are other houses.
I hate to leave the beach.
There are other beaches.
I hate to leave Captain Gregg.
There are other ghosts. Jonathan, stop it.
Blast. Bye, Captain Gregg.
Everything's so quiet.
I bet the house is lonesome now.
Oh, houses don't get lonesome. Listen, we all have to shape up. This isn't the end of the world.
No, just the end of Gull Cottage.
I know I'm going to miss it. Every Halloween.
Let go of the wheel. Stop it.
What's the matter, Mom?
Out of the car. Let go.
Who are you talking to?
Myself.
There's no kid.
You changed your mind.
Oh, no, I didn't. Don't anyone get out. We're not staying.
We're not going either.
I'll go in the house and telephone for help.
Oh, swell. And we'll sit out here and freeze.
All right. We'll all go in.
Hey, the lights are back on.
Operator? Blast.
it's you back again. I thought I'd got rid of the lot of you.
Why did you stop us?
Stop you? You're mistaken.
I insist that you spirit our things right back into the car.
I'm not surprised that you forced your way back in here. After all, it's a marvelous house.
With a marvelous ghost.
And you're in so deep. First and last month's rent, all that money wasted.
That is no concern of yours.
I admit the house is a bit run down, but it can be fixed. And it's ideal for the children.
You don't want us to leave, but you won't admit it.
You're afraid to stay, but you won't admit it. Well, I suppose since you're here, I might as well let you spend the night.
I don't need your permission. I have a lease.
Quite. Well, I'll keep watch on the bridge, right above our room.
Our room?
Well, it was my room at one time. No need to blush, madam. After all, I'm only a spirit, remember?
But I see you.
Only an illusion. Now you see me. Now you...
You come back here.
As you wish.
I won't agree to stay unless I'm completely free to go.
My dear, when you really want to go, I won't be able to stop you.
You stopped me this time.
Did I? Did I? Once allowed a woman on board my ship. But if I had known you 100 years ago, I would have carried you off to sea and shown you how beautiful the world can be. I'd have met my match in you. Lord knows I waited for you and hunted for you. How was I to know you hadn't even been born yet? You won't remember any of this when you wake up, madam. You shan't have that advantage over me. How sad that you were not born in my time, nor I in yours.